We got a problem where they're telling us that we have a vertex, and that means we can use what's called vertex form. And the way that works is if you have a x coordinate and a y coordinate of a vertex, they're special. We give them special letters, H for the x coordinate and also K for the y coordinate. We can plug those into what's called vertex form. Now, when I do that, I would just have to put the 9 where I see the H and then negative 14 where I see the K. So if you have this memorized, it's going to be one of the fastest ways to get this problem done. But they want you to be in a different form, not vertex form. They say if you write it in this form, what would be the value of A plus B plus C? That's what they want. Okay, so what we should do is first multiply this out. We're going to start by doing x minus 9 squared is the same thing as x squared minus 18x plus 81. Then at that point, we distribute the a to everything, and that would get us ax squared minus 18ax plus 81a minus 14. Then at that point, remember what they're asking for. They're asking for a plus b plus c. Okay, so I can already identify what the a value is, what the b value, and what the c value is. Let's start with the a. It's like the most obvious thing in the world. A and a. Okay, great, wonderful. But then what about for b? B would be the thing that's in front of the x. That's what b is. It's the thing that's in front of the x, just like a is the thing in front of the x squared. Okay, but then I also need to identify my c, and my c is whatever does not have an x. So we now plug in all of those things, and it's going to be a and then minus 18a and then plus 81a minus 14. Okay, so I'm going to simplify this by adding all these up. And if you add all those up, what's that going to get you? 82 minus 18, which is 64a minus 14. Now let's read the question again. They said, which of the following could be the value of a plus b plus c, which is the same thing as saying what could be the value of 64a minus 14. But obviously by looking at these answer choices, I don't know what a is, so what am I supposed to do? Well, there's an extra detail that I didn't talk about yet. It says that it intersects the x-axis at 2 points, and you're probably thinking, just uncover the damn thing at the bottom. Okay, fine. Underneath here, we have a sketch of what 9, negative 14 looks like. It's right there. But if we need the parabola to intersect the x-axis at 2 points, the key is that it definitely ain't going to be going down. It gonna be going up. And who goes up? Who forms a picture of a smile? Well, that's right. It's positive people that do that. And the thing that you want to remember about that is that if you ever have a smile parabola, you have a value that's positive. So whatever this a value is right here, it's got to be some sort of positive number. So when I multiply it by 64, well, what happens when you multiply 64 by a positive number? You get a positive number. And then we still have the minus 14. Okay, so one way of thinking about this is it's the same thing as a negative 14 plus a positive number. So if it has to be negative 14 plus some sort of positive amount, could that possibly get me negative 14? Well, no, of course not. It's going to change. The only way you could still get negative 14 is if you added 0. But if you added a positive number, then could you possibly get negative 19? No, because that's more negative. You would have needed to add a negative number. Same for this one, which means the only possibility is this one. So we are done. But you're not done with your SAT journey. If you want to finally be done with it, don't forget to go to the greatest website that the world has ever seen.